Majin Buu was a terrifying monstrosity with incredible regenerative capabilities and a willingness to survive. But despite all of that, there are a number of times that Majin Buu could have been defeated, but whether it be Z-Fighter negligence or Majin Buu's own tenacity, adaptability, and ability to survive, Majin Buu kept evolving and surviving throughout the entirety of the Majin Buu saga. So I want to explore how many times Majin Buu could have been defeated if things had just gone a little bit differently before he was finally defeated by the Spirit Bomb. My name is Champazard, please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy the video, and let's get started. So early on in Majin Buu's run, he was almost defeated by Majin Vegeta, as Vegeta threw everything he had at him with Vegeta's final explosion. But this doesn't count as a possibly could have been defeated situation, as Vegeta gave it everything he had and Majin Buu still survived. So the first possible instance that Majin Buu could have been defeated is a little bit before Vegeta's explosion, when he's speaking with Goku about stopping their fight after they sense Majin Buu. If Vegeta had opted to not knock Goku out and fight Majin Buu on his own and teamed up with Goku, things could have gone much differently. Because if things had gone this route, Vegeta could have also teamed up with Gohan as well, and Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan versus Majin Buu would have been a near guaranteed victory. Because this was a Goku who could also use Super Saiyan 3. With Vegeta and Gohan backing him up. And if that wasn't enough, Goku also knew the fusion dance, and he could have regrouped and taught it to Vegeta or Gohan and to defeat Majin Buu. But things really didn't go that way. Vegeta knocked out Goku and chose to go into this fight by himself, and that's what led ultimately to his death. But without it, we wouldn't have got Vegeta's amazing character arc. Not too long after this, Goku fights Majin Buu in the skies, while Trunks goes to get the Dragon Radar. This is the second instance that Majin Buu could have been defeated, as Goku unveils Super Saiyan 3. Later on in the saga, Goku says that he could have defeated Fat Buu at this point, but chose not to give Goten and Trunks a chance to be heroes. Now this isn't a definitive Goku could have won situation, but it's pretty likely that if Goku had taken this fight seriously with Super Saiyan 3 and went all out from the very beginning with a full power attack, he might be able to obliterate Majin Buu and overcome his regenerative capabilities. The issue with this is that Goku would have to go for the kill pretty fast, as Super Saiyan 3 is very exhausting. And as we see in the fight with Kid Buu later on, if Goku uses Super Saiyan 3 too sparingly and doesn't take the fight seriously enough, it could come back to bite him. Shortly after this, Goku returns to the other world, and so we move to the next part of where Majin Buu could have been defeated. After his evil half splits off and the Fat Buu is absorbed by the evil Buu, Super Buu is born. He then goes to the lookout to square off with Gotenks in the hyperbolic time chamber, and this is the third instance of where Majin Buu could have been defeated. And as you may remember, we don't see Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks versus Super Buu in the hyperbolic time chamber. We see that later on after Gotenks escapes from the time chamber. But the entire time that Gotenks fought Super Buu in the time chamber, he could have used Super Saiyan 3, but screwed around a lot and didn't take the fight very seriously. If things had gone a little differently and he had used Super Saiyan 3 earlier on, he could have defeated Super Buu within the time chamber, because it was pretty clear that Gotenks was capable of defeating Super Buu, as he was on the verge of defeating him later on before the fusion gave out. So this is another situation where when using Super Saiyan 3, Gotenks would have to take the fight seriously and go for the kill and not screw around too much. Let's move on to the fourth instance of when Majin Buu could have been defeated, and that is shortly after leaving the hyperbolic time chamber when Gotenks also escapes. Just before, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is capable of defeating Super Buu, so this time around, things have to be a little bit different, and Gotenks would have a bit more of a sense of urgency to finish off Super Buu instead of playing around and fighting like he was for a while following his escape from the time chamber. In the original fight between Gotenks and Super Buu, just as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is about to go for the kill, the drawback of Super Saiyan 3 once again rears itself and shows that it can actually deplete the fusion time of a fusion and causes Gotenks to defuse early. But other than this qualifies as a fourth opportunity to defeat Super Buu if Gotenks had been a little bit more urgent, taken the fight more seriously, and didn't wait so long and try to go for the killing blow. And this leads directly to the fifth opportunity to defeat Majin Buu. As shortly after Gotenks defuses and Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo are in trouble, Gohan arrives on the battlefield after just having his potential unlocked by the Elder Kai, Ultimate Gohan. In the original fight, Gohan absolutely beats the brakes off of Super Buu with absolute ease. Gohan outclasses him in every single way. After it becomes clear that he has no chance of winning, Super Buu blows himself up to finally escape and find a new opportunity to get the upper hand. If Gohan, once again, had more of a sense of urgency and didn't play around with humiliating Buu, he could have dealt the killing blow. Gohan was easily powerful enough to overwhelm Buu to the point that he wouldn't have a chance to blow himself up or escape from the fight. If he had just went for the kill, Majin Buu would have been done for. And this leads directly into the sixth opportunity Majin Buu could have been defeated. Once Super Buu reveals himself again to Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo, he goads Goten and Trunks into refusing into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks under the ruse of finishing their fight from earlier, which Gohan allows. And once again, this comes a lot down to having a sense of urgency. Gohan didn't have to tolerate allowing Goten and Trunks to refuse, and he should have been able to figure out that maybe Super Buu had something else going on. He didn't have to allow this to happen. He could have finished off Super Buu right then and there, told him that Goten and Trunks could not refuse, and ended things there once and for all. But instead he took the risk of allowing Goten and Trunks refuse into Gotenks, which allowed Super Buu to absorb them to gain the upper hand on Gohan. After becoming Buu completely overwhelms Ultimate Gohan. This leads to Goku regaining his life back from the Elder Kai, and then coming back to Earth to help Gohan out. And this is the 7th time that Majin Buu could have been defeated. Because shortly after Goku's arrival, Gotenks' fusion ends, and thus Buu is no more. Super Buu now dons Piccolo's cape as the dominant aspect of his absorptions. And once this happens, Goku outright states that Gohan can handle Super Buu now, despite him having Goten, Trunks, Piccolo absorbed. That's how big of a difference the fusion of Gotenks made. Gohan could have went in for the kill, but instead of doing so, he kept looking for the Batara earring that Goku threw to him, allowing Super Buu to once again do an absorption, and this time absorb Gohan instead. Once again, if Gohan had more of a sense of urgency, he could have finished off Super Buu right when he saw this opportunity take place. But I'm going to throw you a curveball here, because I'm actually going to throw in an 8th moment that Majin Buu could have been defeated slightly before this one. Because if Gohan had caught the earring as soon as Goku had arrived, him and Gohan could have fused using the Patara, and they most certainly would have been able to finish off Buu even before the fusion wore off. That's an even bigger hypothetical, but it technically could have happened if Gohan had just caught the earring and put it on. The 9th opportunity to kill Majin Buu should be an obvious one, and that's when Goku and Vegeta become Vegito. At any point, they could have ended the fight with Buuhan, but chose not to because they wanted to be absorbed by him to free their loved ones from within. But regardless of that, this was still an opportunity to kill Super Buu, or Buuhan in this matter. Shortly after escaping from Super Buu turns into Kid Buu, and Kid Buu destroys the planet. This leads directly to the 10th opportunity to defeat Kid Buu, and that's right before he arrives on the Supreme Kai's planet. Goku and Vegeta are offered another pair of Patara earrings, and they destroy them. But this was the 10th opportunity that Majin Buu could have been defeated if Goku and Vegeta had just kept the earrings and refused. Goku even laments later that keeping the Patara earrings would have been a good idea, but with destroying them, that opportunity went away. The 11th opportunity is right when Goku and Kid Buu start fighting. Goku later states that he has enough power to defeat Kid Buu, but at this point, he's become so worn down from ending Super Saiyan 3 that he can't generate enough power in his living body to generate the killing blow. This is a bit debated, but it is a possibility. If Goku, when he went Super Saiyan 3 right from the get-go and went for the killing blow almost immediately before Super Saiyan 3 had a chance to really drain his body and his stamina, there's an argument to be made that he could have finished off Kid Buu because Goku maintained through the entire course of the fight that he thought he could beat Buu if he had an opportunity to gather up energy. And the best time to do that would be to do it when he's fresh, not worn down from battle and from maintaining Super Saiyan 3. And this brings me to the 12th and final opportunity that Majin Buu could have been defeated before his final defeat at the hands of the Spirit Bomb. When Vegeta has the Dragon Balls gathered, Goku even says to Vegeta, "Oh, you're going to make a wish to bring Gohan, Goten, and Trunks here to help fight Buu, aren't you?" Which Vegeta says no, he's not going to do that. But Goku is on a very good train of thought there, because wishing to have them revived and then brought to the Kai's planet, which would take up 2 wishes, could have changed how the battle was going entirely. This is also hotly debated among fans, but the manga makes it very clear that Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Goku at this point. Goku at one point says that he cannot defeat Super Buu even with Vegeta, while they're trapped inside, but also before they realize that they've been weakened by being absorbed by Buu. Goku says that him and Vegeta can't defeat Super Buu how they are now, being unfused, because the very next line for saying that they can't beat him like they are now, he says Vegeta shouldn't have destroyed the Patara. This is not Goku comparing the power of him and Vegeta's weakened selves to Super Buu. He doesn't even realize that they've been weakened until the very next chapter, which Toriyama displays to us. Vegeta wants to blast out of Super Buu so they can go back outside, under the belief that once they leave, they will turn back to normal. Goku and Vegeta know that being absorbed by Buu is what turned them small, so they have no reason to believe that leaving his body would not turn them back to normal. So when Goku makes his statement, he's talking about the hypothetical if they went back out there, turned back to normal, and then fought Super Buu. And even through feats, this is also able to be deduced. Super Saiyan 3 Goku vs Fat Buu was a battle of equal blows. Majin Buu surprised Goku on multiple moments as he was able to get several blows in. And Super Buu is far more powerful than Fat Buu. And guess who defeated Super Buu with absolute ease? Ultimate Gohan. Gohan beat him so bad, in just a mere matter of moments, he had Buu on the ropes. Buu was unable to get any offense in whatsoever, showing just how strong Gohan really was at this point in time. So if they'd used the Dragon Balls to wish Gohan back to the Supreme Kai's planet, Gohan could have defeated Kid Buu. There's a lot of belief out there that Goku got a Zenkai between fighting Majin Buu and Kid Buu, but it comes down to it, Goku did very little fighting between then, and the fighting he did do was as Vegito. Goku was never really pushed seriously in any battle that he had to take seriously for a long time that would have gave him some massive Zenkai that would have bridged the gap between him and Ultimate Gohan. Goku and Vegeta also aren't those who grow endlessly stronger at the same rate during battle as someone like Broly does in Dragon Ball Super. While they do grow, they don't grow so exponentially that it's that remarkable, but instead they opt to bring everybody back to life to go for the Spirit Bomb. So I counted 12 opportunities total that Majin Buu could have been defeated. Is there any small moment or hypothetical that I missed where Majin Buu could have also been defeated? Let me know down in the comments below. My name has been Champasard. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button as it really helps the channel and I'd appreciate it a ton. And I hope to see you next time.